In this video, I'll be giving you the best guide for the Salvation Lies Above Easter egg on the Black Ops 4 Zombies map, Toten. The elixirs I would recommend running are Temporal Gift, Anywhere But Here, talking about regeneration for the boss fight, and shopping free to help you get the map opened up faster. For perks, I would suggest getting Stamina Up, Quick Revive, Dying Wish, and in your modifier slot, run Winter's Wail. To round out the setup, equip the MOG 12 as a starter weapon, the Path of Sorrow Specialist weapon, and you can run any grenades you want because we'll primarily be using the ones that we collect around the map. Also, before you load in, I would try to make sure you're playing as Stuhlinger because he has a lot of dialogue with Ultimus Richtofen that you can hear only while playing as Samuel. And as always, there's a few things we'll need to do around the map that will help us and are required for us to complete the Easter egg. The first of which is the zombie shield, which can be built at one of the 3 buildable tables around the map, either in the Lighthouse Station, the gangway, or in the specimen storage of the laboratory. The first part for the shield can be found in the spawn area, either up against the boat on the left, up against the gas pump on the right of the dock, or on the far left platform by the snow and ice. The second location is in the frozen crevice area, top the right pillars next to the 115 rock, the second is on the left pillars next to the mystery box location, and the last part is in the lagoon next to the shard of ice. The last part can be found in the lighthouse either on lighthouse level 1 up against the wall, lighthouse level 2 up against the wall, or on lighthouse level 3 up against the middle railing. The next thing we're going to be building is the time bomb, which can be crafted at any of the buildable tables around the map as well. Every part for the time bomb can be found by throwing snowballs at fire zombies until they freeze, and after they break, you can pick up one of the parts. After you have all 3 parts, you can craft it and stash it in your inventory. Another thing we'll need to do is turn on power and activate Pack-a-Punch. There's 3 different power switches that need to be pulled in order to restore full power. The first is right in the spawn area, the second is atop the boat where the original Call the Dead power switch was at, and the last is atop the mountain inside of the laboratory. In order to access the lab, we'll need the zipline handle from Pablo. To get Pablo to give you the handle, you need to pick up 2 cranks and use each one to rotate different zip lines into position. One is at the forecastle of the boat and can be used to turn the main deck zip line, while the other crank can be found at the stern of the boat and will be used to turn the sun deck zip line into place. Once both are locked into their spots, if you make your way to the top of the lighthouse, Pablo will drop down the zipline handle, which will allow you to travel to the lab. Once there, you can buy your way down to the human infusion. You'll be able to activate the last power switch on the wall. In order to activate Pack-a-Punch, simply shoot the glowing 115 rock that's in the cave near the beach, pick it up, take it to Pablo, and the lighthouse will begin to spin, signifying where Pack-a-Punch will be located. Next up, we'll be acquiring the free Samantha's music box grenades. All you have to do to get these is pick up a keycard found in both the decontamination room and the specimen storage areas of the laboratory. Once you have the keycards, input them into the punch card reader in the entrance of the lab and they'll be spit back out. Pick them back up and place them in each of the 2 slots by the vault where you turn on the power switch inside of the lab. After a short lockdown, the vault will completely open, revealing the Samantha dolls. The last thing we'll need for the setup is the free Wunderwaffe DG-Scharfschutze. Find and shoot the icicle that's hanging on one of 3 different areas around the map. The first location is above the cave entrance of the beach, the second is hanging off of the lighthouse, and the third is on the railing of the stairs near the OG Call the Dead Easter egg room. Once you've got the icicle, take it to the front of the boat and place it in the pot above the fire. It'll melt down, revealing a key you can pick up. Take the key to the specimen storage and open up the safe that's housing the Vril device. Charge up the device by getting zombie kills next to it, and after about 10 kills, it'll glow green. Pick it up, take it to the lighthouse, and give it to Pablo. He'll drop another key that you can use to open the box behind you, revealing the free Wunderwaffe. Now we can move on to the first main step of the Easter egg, which will be completing 2 challenge totems around the map. There are 5 total in challenge, but again, you only have to complete 2 of them. One's in the frozen crevice, one's in the lighthouse station, one's at the beach, one's in the forecastle of the boat, and the other's outside of the facility specimen storage. Completing 2 of these will take you a few rounds, so I would suggest getting some of the setup done as you complete these challenges. After the second challenge totem is complete, go to the top of the lighthouse and Pablo will drop you 4 colored dials. Take the dials to the artifact storage area and place them on the wall in the room where the perk machine is. Spin the dials until you hear a ding and leave it on that number. After all 4 ding, quickly turn on subtitles in your game and listen to the Apothecant Blood speak. It will eventually start asking you to find 3 different offerings. Each offering will be hidden around the map, and there are 20 different offerings they could ask you to bring. I'm going to quickly list off what each offering is and its corresponding location where it can be found on the map. Where Earth Crumbles is in the geological processing room. Where Falls Freeze is in the cargo hold at the bottom of the stairs. Where Feet Slip is on the ice slide, and for this one you have to hold interact while sliding down it. Where Filth Cleanses is in the facility decontamination room. Where Fire Shrinks is in the sunken valley next to the fire. Where Lightning Aims is in the facility next to the Wunderwaffe poster. Where Lion's Birth is at the spawn zip line leading to the lighthouse. Where Lungs Close is in the underwater cave from the docks to the boat. Where Madness Sleeps is in the facility and the prison cells. Where North is found is by the compass in the captain's section of the ship. Where Power Ends is in the facility next to the power switch. Where Preservation Freezes is on the main deck of the boat and the buoy. Where the Hidden Burns is at the cargo hold in the pathway to the left of the fire. Where Bounded Slept is on the crates at the back of the boat near the soup. Where Crow's Roost is at the forecastle on some barrels. Where Helix's Peak is on Lighthouse level 4 on top of the pea jars. Where Mountain's Throw is at the facility on the walkway near the flinger. Where 1 Mysteries is at Lighthouse level 1 at the bottom of the stairs near the mystery box, where Thirst Dawns is on the side of the boat near the soda, and where Bread Bakes, which is in the gangway kitchen on the salad bar. Once you have all 3 offerings, the Apothecary Blood will tell you to collect the Seal of Duality, which can be found in one of 4 possible spots and is different every game. You can find it either inside an icy hall, which is at the bottom of the ice slide, where Ether was gathered, which is in the geological processing room, where humans suffer, which is in the specimen storage, and where the cages hang, which is in the boathouse. Each of these locations will have a painting or something on the wall that you'll have to knife to reveal a safe. Interact on the safe to place a time bomb down in order to blow it up and reveal the seal. Once you pick it up, return to the artifact storage area of the map and place it down on the barrel. An orb will fly up above the room that you'll have to shoot with your weapon. Doing so will move it 3 more times around the room while simultaneously sending out 3 orbs around the map. These orbs can be absolutely anywhere, but they're really easy to see, and when you get close, you'll hear some buzzing. You have to find each of the 3 orbs around the map and throw snowballs at them to freeze them. If you get too close to the orbs without freezing them, they'll fly away to another random spot on the map. Once frozen, shoot it with your bullet weapon to return it to the Apothecary Blood. When they're all back in the artifact storage room, freeze them again and shoot them again to return them to the seal. Pick up the seal and then take it to the sunken path area of the map. Once there, place it over the campfire and throw a Samantha doll at it. After a bit of dialogue, head back to the top of the lighthouse and Pablo will drop you 2 giant stones. Take the stones to the boathouse area and place them down into the ground near the trap. Activate the lighthouse trap to heat up the stones, and after it's done, take them to the lab. Put 1 stone underneath the ice trap inside of the decontamination center and the other inside of the machine inside of human infusion. Turn the ice trap on to cool the stone off, pick it back up and place it next to the other stone inside of human infusion. Once you've placed both stones, a fuse will pop out of the machine that you can take to the door from the original Call of the Dead Easter egg and place it inside of the panel. Go back up to the facility and shoot the red power boxes that are hanging off of the electrical poles outside of the map. There's 1 box to the left of the facility entrance and 1 off to the right side of the loading platform. You now have to charge up 3 generators by killing 1 electrical zombie at each generator. There's 1 next to the lighthouse at the lighthouse station, 1 next to the MX-9 wall by near the cave, and the last generator can be found down by the boathouse. Once all 3 generators are electrified, you can interact with the fuse on the door to open it and reveal the elemental shard. Pick up the shard and take it back to the artifact storage. You'll now have to repeat the orb step from earlier for a second time. Again, shoot the orb 3 times to disperse them throughout the map. Go find, freeze, and shoot them to move them back to the artifact storage, and then freeze and shoot them at the artifact storage again. Once done, take the seal to the campfire, place it down, and throw another Samantha doll at it. After some more dialogue, pick it back up. Take the seal to the top of the lighthouse and give it to Pablo. This will start a 2-minute lockdown sequence inside of the lighthouse, so make sure you're prepared. Once you've completed the holdout, a nuke will go off and you can pick the seal back up from Pablo. You now have to look at the lighthouse to find the Pack-a-Punch machine. Once you find it, place the seal inside of the Pack-a-Punch machine and get zombie souls to charge it up. When complete, you'll need to take the seal to the remaining Pack-a-Punch locations around the map and repeat getting zombie souls. The lighthouse will move instantly after you pick up the seal, and after you've charged up the seal at 4 different Pack-a-Punch locations, place it down in the artifact storage. It's time to complete the orb step 1 final time, but instead of them flying around the map, they'll just stay inside of the room. Once the orbs are returned to the seal, you can run over to the campfire, place it down, throw a Samantha doll at it, and listen to the remaining dialogue. Once the dialogue is complete, pick up the seal once again and get ready for the boss fight. There's not actually a boss that you have to fight, it's more of just a holdout, so get yourself stacked up to kill endless hordes of zombies. Use the flinger at the top of the boat to head over to the golden Pack-a-Punch area. Place the seal inside of the golden Pack-a-Punch and charge it up with zombie souls, and when it's full, the seal will float to the sky and turn the map into lava. A giant bubble will spawn around you and you have to stay inside of it while it moves around the map or else you'll take damage. The bubble will stop at the main deck where you have to kill zombies and charge it up and move it again. It'll then travel to the Lighthouse Cove where it'll stop and you'll need to charge it up again. Like I said earlier, the floor is lava now, so step on the stones to avoid taking damage when in the water sections of the map. The bubble will then move up to the lighthouse entrance where you have to charge it up for a final time before it moves up to the facility. The bubble will make its way to its final stop, which is in the middle of the human infusion room. Once it stops here, the bubble will begin to shrink and it'll be very hard to hold out, so I'd suggest popping your talking about regeneration. After completion of the last holdout, the seal will shrink and you can pick it back up to return it to Pablo. You now have to run to the top of the boat, and as soon as you make it there, the lighthouse light will shoot into the sky and open up a portal. Pablo will float up to the portal, but leave behind the Agarthan device. Head to the forecastle and interact with it to complete the Easter egg and unlock the cutscene. If you've enjoyed this easy to follow Easter egg guide, be sure to leave a comment below letting me know that you've completed it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and also check out the playlist in the description below for more easy to follow Easter egg guides.